All right, gang, super excited for this one. I've been waiting for this truck for a while. FMS just dropped their new iteration of the K10 on the FCX18 platform. I'm gonna do a quick overview and look at it compared to their original version. Right off the bat, you can see that it sits much higher. This new version has much longer shocks and a wider wheelbase by about, I don't know, I think it's 20 millimeters. The exterior body remains largely the same, which is nice because it's one of the things that kind of draws you into it. This new version comes with a 2-speed transmission, a full set of ball bearings, and the linkage on this is all metal. So let's see, on the previous version you have plastic linkage. Here we have metal. They even have the length etched into them. They've managed to move the skid plate more to the center as opposed to this one. As you can see, you now have metal steering linkage as opposed to plastic. They moved the servo down from chassis mounted here to axle mounted. You have portal axles, metal gears for much more clearance. Actual shock absorbers with oil, as opposed to this one, which has these lovely shocks that are basically not upgradable without some fabrication, and they're just basic friction dampers. See, large difference. Now I understand that we're going to sacrifice some scale looks for performance, and I'm generally okay with that. One thing I think they kind of missed out on is the interior in the original version is missing. So it's just tinted windows, which you can see through during the day. Another thing is the bed. In order to accommodate the shocks, they cut out holes in the bed, which looks pretty gnarly. So probably can do something scale to cover those up. See, this bed looks like an actual truck bed. And compare the rear. So the exterior of the body is pretty much unchanged. Of course, tailgates still fold down. And if I wanted, I could transfer this tool chest over to this one. Got to add some scale stickers on this. Let's have a look at the change they made for the battery. So as you'll recall, this one comes with a, I believe it's a 380 milliamp hour LiPo, and it sits in a tray back here that's not really easy to get to. And in this version, they actually moved it to the front, added a strap, and it comes with a 900 milliamp hour battery. You got your power switch here as opposed to here on this one. A couple other changes they made is they got rid of this remote. I mean, they moved to a more normal Fly Sky remote shortly after they released this. So you have a much smaller Fly Sky remote here with your dip switches, and you can control all the lights now without having to actually switch like before. You have to switch A and B mode in order to take care of the lights. Those can all be controlled now directly from this. Also included is a pretty decent sized charger. I'll just add it to my bag of these types of chargers. They also provide a wheel wrench, which they always do. We have tons of these things. And you have tow hitch and some clamps for the lights, I believe. Some different number plates if you want to change out from Tennessee. I'll have a look through those. Really excited for this. I prefer scale looks, but I also want performance, which this kind of didn't really have any. You can see that there's much more clearance, and this constantly gets high centered, and the diffs get hung up, which shouldn't be a problem now that this one has portal axles. They also, one last thing is, so they have branded Cooper Discover tires on the original, and then now, no foam still, they have Buff Good Richer mud terrain tires. Not, they're still BFGs, but not BF Good Rich. It's Buff Good Richer. Alright, so we're going to get it powered up and take it on a trail and see how it performs. First impressions after the initial run, significantly improved. The portal axles and the high clearance makes a huge difference in performance. Definitely worth the extra 30 bucks. You retain most of the scale looks, which is good. It's a shame that there's cuts in the bed and there's no interior, but there's probably workarounds for that. It's still top heavy because of the hard body, so it's gonna roll a lot more than other vehicles of this type. The stock tires, while having a funny parody name, don't perform that well, as you noticed in the run video. So definitely upgrade those. Maybe add a little more weight down low, but overall I think it is a fantastic trail truck. All right, thanks for watching.